Hey, what's happening, ladies and gentlemen? What's going on? My name is Eric Swanson. I'm going to be doing this live today. Why? Because, well, I'm pretty excited about something, so I'm going to play a little, not music, no, FB, Ace of Bookies. No, this is not music. Rock and roll. What's up? It's sort of music. No, what's up? Let's go. I look like I'm riding a horse. What's up? I'm riding the horse of awesomeness. That's what I'm riding. What's up? I want one of my team members to give me a thumbs up if we are live. Are we live on Facebook? Are we live on Instagram? Are we live on YouTube? Are we snappy chatting people? Are we Instagramming everyone? Are we ticky-tacky dee people? Are we doing all that? Yes. Well, I love it. So my name's Eric Swanson. I'm going to be your host for a tiny bit today because I'm so excited about, you know what? I woke up this morning. I got to tell you, I got to look at my esteemed audience members when I say this. I woke up this morning in such a great mood, and the whole morning's been so beautiful. It's just been a bliss. And I am here to share why it's so beautiful. It's because we have such amazing, number one, best-selling authors that we hit. Guess what we did? So I got to tell you. So actually, you know what? I do check to see if we're going live on my feed as well, because I want all of you to share this if you could. That'd be awesome. Can I sing awesome? I just did, apparently. Awesome. That's me singing awesome. All right, I'm going to check my my Facebook lead and my YouTube. Oh, by the way, we're on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn. Guys, if you're anywhere around the social media, anywhere, share this, because you're going to be sharing awesomeness and stories from amazing individuals. So let me check my feed. Give me a second. Anywhere. Yeah, we are live, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. Okay, so in and by the way, we put some closed caption stuff down there, so just in case you want to read what we're talking about. And let's see if it says ooh la 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 rock and roll. I wonder if it typed that in. I don't know if it did. So again, I'm a little crazy today because, well, I'm pretty excited about something, and I'm excited about the fact that we have 33 amazing authors that are just they're amazing. These authors, we handpicked 33 of them, and they're jumping in on this feed in 2 seconds here. I'm going to be bringing them up as we discuss this amazing book series. Really, it's an awesome series. Actually, you can see it over my shoulders here. Let's go this way. Boom! Right there and right there, and the newest edition of the series, which is book number 2. So here's the deal. Let me just explain. So 13 Steps to Riches. I called up Don Green, who's the president of Napoleon Hill Foundation, 3-4 years ago, something like that. And I said, I've got this amazing idea. I really want to chat with you about it. He's like, great idea, Eric. You should go with this. It's amazing. So what we did was we literally I put together the 13 Steps to Riches, honoring the amazing, if you can see it up there, Napoleon Hill there. Think and Grow Rich. I should grab the copy down here in a second here. Honoring Think and Grow Rich and Napoleon Hill, because he wrote about 13 steps to riches. Now, what is riches? Well, we're going to talk about that in a little bit, because riches comes in so many different areas of your life. And what I did, here's what I did. You want to hear what I did? Type in the chats if you want to know what I did. By the way, we got It's Alive. I love it. What's up, John? Good to see you, J Ma. What's up? We got hi, J Ma back. There we go. We got Mel Mason saying rock on. Yeah, I love it. We got lots of cool peeps coming in and commenting. The more you comment, the more I show you on screen, and it's going to be fun. We have a very special guest today, so I'm going to get right to that in 2 seconds here. I see you all in the green room. I'm calling it the green room. Actually, we should be calling it, well, it is the green room. You know why? Because green is money, baby, money. I don't know why I just did that. But here's what I did. Check this out. So 13 Steps to Riches. I literally am not, we're not just doing one book, which is this one, which is beautiful. Hold on 1 second. I just needed to kiss it. We're not just doing one book. Oh, I got to kiss it again. I got to kiss it 13 times. Hold on. No, I'm just kidding. We're not just doing one book. We're actually doing 13 books, one book honoring each of the steps to riches. So every 2 months, we have a #1 best-selling book coming out with, guess what? 33 of our fantastic authors, which I'm going to bring on stage in 2 seconds here to say hi to you all. And you should ask them questions, by the way. That's what you should do. Put it in the chats, in Facebook and LinkedIn and TikTokity, Snappy, Chatty, all the different formats you're on. Just type it in because I'll share it with the audience here. And here's what I did though. I asked 13 of my fantastic friends, my what we call celebrity authors, such as well, look at them back here. I mean, this is amazing. We asked my dear friend Sharon Lechter, John Assaraf from The Secret, good buddy of ours, Doria Cordova, Dr. Dennis Waitley, if you see him on the end there. I don't know if you see, hey, how you doing? Let's see, Glenn Lundy, Marie Diamond from The Secret, Steve Sims, New York Times bestseller from Blue Fishing. I've got his book down here somewhere. Who else do we have? We have Laurel Langemeier, a good buddy of ours from The Secret as well, Millionaire Maker. Kevin Harrington from Shark Tank. We've got Glenn Lundy, I think I mentioned. Myself, of course. We've got Jim Cathcart, past president of NSA, National Speakers Association, fantastic individual. And of course, my good buddy, one of my closest friends, along with Sharon Lechter, is Alex Stern. Alex Stern's there too. And Dan Clark, I think I didn't mention his name yet as well. Fantastic friend of ours. So here's what I did. Each of the amazing authors in the back here, boom, are writing one entity, one chapter, one amazingness. We're featuring them in each of the books. And guess what just came out? Book 2, which is on faith. So I'd love to bring up my esteemed, amazing, beautiful friend. This woman has written, oh my gosh, I'm not even joking. I have my book section, and then I've got another library over here, and then I have the Sharon Lechter library over here. You can't see it; it's off screen. But literally, she's written so many books. She's a New York Times bestseller. She was the brains behind and co-authored Rich Dad Poor Dad, if you remember that. She rejuvenated the Think and Grow Rich legacy. Really, she brought it to the modern day, which I'm so happy to be able to share this with the modern day as well. So please welcome the one and only, the amazing, my dear friend Sharon Lechter, ladies and gentlemen. Sharon, how are you?
I'm fantastic, Eric. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Oh, you look glamorous as always. You glow with class and with grace and with awesomeness. Those three.
Well, today I'm going to glow with faith, right?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are going to go. Well, every day you glow with faith, of course. So tell us a little bit. Audience members, obviously. Oh, I should grab a rock. Next time, I'm going to grab a rock and just be like, have you been living under this? Everyone knows who Sharon Lechter is. And in fact, oh my gosh, let me grab just a few of your books right here that I have. Oh, this is heavy. Okay, I've got Brian in here as well and some other things. But look at this. We got Exit Rich. We got Think and Grow Rich for women. We got Outwitting the Devil. We've got there you go. 3 Feet from Gold. and of course, we have this. Oh yeah, you wrote a book with us for kids, for Junior Habitude Warrior, and boom, the 13 Steps to Riches. Now, I don't actually have my physical copy of Faith yet. It's coming in the mail literally as we speak. But tell us a little bit about why you were so excited about this project and what we're doing, and what can the audience, when the reader, really take away from reading all of these books in the series, from Desire from Dennis Waitley, Faith from you, and Jim Cathcart on autosuggestion, and so on.
Well, I think it's a great idea, Eric. The original book was written in 1937, and today we are in 2021, and the world has changed significantly, and we have the promise of it's continuing to change. And so by bringing in some of today's leaders and reinvigorating the same principles and sharing how they apply today, we can reach more people more quickly. And I think it's been great. You've got some incredible people that are participating and they're sharing their stories, and it makes the message more relatable to people that are just starting their careers or looking for that next step today. They might read the 1937 edition and get inspired by it, but it's not, it doesn't talk about what's happening in the world today. And so what you're bringing, each one of those steps, you're diving deep into each step: burning desire, faith, and really bringing in stories that have created success in people's lives. And so the reader is going to have the opportunity to see multiple ways that people have used faith in their life. And one story may not relate to them, but the next one might be absolute bullseye for them. That they go, oh my gosh, I can do that. And that's the beauty of what you're creating through this project.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much for saying that. Could you share a little bit about what you wrote in this book series, 13 Steps to Riches, book 2 on faith? Are you able to just give us a little hint as to what you wrote about? Because I love it and I can't wait till they read it. But please share a little bit if you could.
Well, let's start with you talking about what you love the most about it, and then I'll punch it.
I love it. I see you're checking in on me. I love it. So I read your book, your chapter, and 33 of the. I read the whole book at the same time, so it was amazing. But what I really love, what you teach and you live by, is taking that leap with faith rather than of faith. And I really, and if you can dive a little deeper into that concept, because I think that concept's so important for everyone to really grasp. It'll change their lives in every area of their life, really.
Well, I think let's start with talking about the opposite of faith is fear. And fear does one or two things. It paralyzes us or motivates us. And when you think about taking a leap of faith, it's like you're closing your eyes and you're hoping it's going to work out. You jump. Well, I want people to take a leap with their eyes wide open, knowing that they have the opportunity to seize that opportunity. And so a leap with faith, you're doing it with optimism and clarity and purpose. So you combine that defining purpose, the burning desire, with your faith, and you can conquer everything. If you think about fear, it's like wearing blinders looking down. With faith, the blinders are gone and you're looking up to the world of possibilities.
I love that. And I know that you had a conversation, I'll just say, with fear. Why is it so important to have that conversation with yourself to conquer fear? Why do you think that's so important in instilling a habit in every life, in everyone's life, excuse me?
We are the only ones in control of our thoughts, our actions, and our words. And so if you want a better life, take stock in what you're thinking, how you're acting, and what you're saying. Because so many times we want to be the one to get the last word in, right? But think about it. Is what I want to say adding value to the person I'm talking to the audience, or is I'm just taking up air, right? So
right.
If you can be in control of what you're doing, you can create an environment of positivity, an environment of awesomeness, and then you have the ability to really put that cone of protection against negativity.
I love that, and I know you interviewed an amazing amount of individuals, females, to really share their journey and triumphs of Think and Grow Rich for the female individual, this in this modern day. Tell me a little bit more about this. What can the audience really grasp when they read this one? Now, I know everyone's read it already, but
I love working on Think and Grow Rich for women because for most of my career, I resisted doing anything specifically for women because I believe the steps to success were the same for men and women. And later in my career, I started getting frustrated with all the women that were complaining and criticizing about the men that stood in their way, the men holding them back. And if you understand the law of attraction, what do you attract when you're complaining and criticizing? Nothing good.
Right.
And so I wanted to change the dialogue of complaining and criticizing to one of celebration of how far we've come. Is there more work to be done? Of course, but also let's celebrate the men who've helped us along our way, like Eric. Let's celebrate the people that are on our side, our team, our tribe. And that's really when Dawn talked to me about it, because when the original book was written in 1937, there were no women in business. And so it's like, okay, I think I need to do this, because even though the steps to success are the same, the way men and women approach them can be very different. And then I also wanted to address, I had actually added one chapter that wasn't in the original book, but otherwise it follows the same chapter format. And I highlight over 300 women in the book. And I look at each faith, each chapter. In fact, part of the faith chapter I brought out of Think and Grow Rich for Women and put into the book that I'm doing with you, because I just love to talk about the faith tree. Or is your faith tree growing or dying, right? And so, but when you read Think and Grow Rich for Women, it's the same thing as what we're talking about with your books, Eric, is you have the opportunity to relate to one chapter or one person's story and maybe not the next person.
Right.
But the goal is to find out one or two things that's going to help inspire you to take action in your own life. And I added this last chapter called One Big Life, because I was also frustrated with women fighting and worrying and spending precious time on work-life balance. And I talk about balance is BS, and it's a bad word, so it stands for Before Sharon. The word balance belongs in the yoga studio or the dance studio. We are never balanced. We're always moving forward. We're always taking a step or maybe a step back, but we are always in motion. And your life is not just work and life. You have a financial life, a physical life, you have friends, family, you have fun. There's all of those aspects come together to create who you are in your life. And we want people to live one big life, not just work life. And when you spend precious time today worrying about work-life balance, you're wasting today. And so, I talk about to worry is to pray for what you do not want. I want you to stop it. So when you catch yourself in a state of worry, stop. And let's make sure that we retool our thoughts. So when you're in a worry storm, stop and say, okay, instead of focusing on what I don't want to have happen, retrain my brain and let's focus on what I do want to have happen. And when you do that, you absolutely attract positive results. Again, your mind cannot hold positive and negative at the same time. So when you recognize that worry and that negativity coming your way, stop it and retool your thoughts to what you do want to have happen so that you can have positive results.
Oh, I love this. Oh, somebody else loves it too. Everyone loves this. Aaron says, I love this. We're going to be bringing on a few of our authors as well. So I know you just have a limited time today to join us today, but I'll start bringing some people on. They just want to say hi to you. But let me ask you this. First of all, wow, thank you. It's interesting how it's amazing how life works. And I've always said that things don't happen to you, they happen through you. And you're allowing that this whole amazingness of learning, of growing, of sharing, of helping people. And you're allowing that to go through me to others as well. And I appreciate that very much, Sharon. And that being said, we have a lot of authors who are coming into our book series. I'm holding up the first book. This one's with Dennis Waitley, and our second book, which I'll share in 2 seconds here. It's a beautiful cover, and it's featuring Sharon Lechter. And I just learned, and I want to thank you publicly. I want to thank you, Sharon, that I didn't realize that there was a chapter that did not make it into your other book, and it's now in ours. And I love you for that. Thank you for doing that. It's just amazing. So authors are, we all have a story inside of us. What do you say? By the way, I think we should congratulate all of the authors coming up here, because they are now again a second time with our book here, #1 best-selling author in like 7 different categories, which is amazing. And if you guys are looking to grab the book, please do just go to any online store. I mean, Amazon's easy to go to, or Barnes & Noble, and pick up your copy of of The 13 Steps to Riches. Volume 1 is Dennis Waitley. Volume 2 is Sharon Lechter, and it's on faith. So what do you say to authors who are coming into this, that maybe they're a new author and they want to share their story, yet they're a little timid, they're a little scared to do so? What do you tell them? What do you say to that?
Well, you're in the right spot, because success is truly the power of association. So welcome to the tribe. And our goal is always to elevate people that are around us and that work with us. And you're all experts. Nobody's had your successes. Nobody's had your learning opportunities. And you're taking the steps to create and elevate your expertise and becoming an authority. And by being part of this, that's exactly what you've done. And that's, my goal in life is to help people elevate and play a bigger game. My Play Big movement in Facebook is people want you to be number one in your field, live your legacy, which means with every heart you touch every day, and to create maximum impact. And it comes, if you've read the book 3 Feet from Gold, I talk about the personal success equation, combining your passion and your talent. But most of us stop there because school teaches us to play alone, right? To be on our own. But true success comes from combining your passion and talent with the right associations. All of my success I can count towards associations with people and organizations I've worked with. Times A, taking action. How many times do we know what we're supposed to do? We just don't do it.
Right.
And then plus F, faith, what I wrote about. All right. Faith in what you're doing, faith that is needed and necessary, faith that it will succeed. And too many times that F is actually fear that holds you back. And if you want to truly be successful businesses and companies, solve a problem or serve a need, just remind yourself every single day what problem you solve, what need you serve, and that's going to elevate you out of yourself and into the mission of your burning desire and elevate your faith.
Oh my gosh, this is such great. Oh my gosh. All right, so thank you for sharing that, Sharon. And I want to just put this into the feed. Hopefully it's showing up. I think it is. Check that out. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the 13 Steps to Riches featuring Sharon Lechter on Faith, Volume 2. Pick up your copy as soon as you can. And we'll put a link in a little bit here. I'm going to add a few people to our feed here if I can figure out how to do that on these controls, because they're fun. So let me stop sharing this. And then I'm going to add, let's see, Mr. John Kovach. What's up, John Kovach Jr.? Good to see you, sir. Sharon Lechter. Say hi to John. John, hi to Sharon.
Hello, John. Wonderful to see you again.
Again, Sharon, thank you. And it's so great to see you. And thank you for what you just shared. I feel like I'm on fire and I'm glowing. And I appreciate you teaching us and also taking the time to educate us on a newer, a deeper, a more magnified aspect of faith that I was so looking forward to when we began this journey. So thank you.
Well, thank you, John. I apprate that. And
John, you have such a big head right now. You're like, great. I need to move you there. I need to move you like that. I'm just playing. Let's bring on a few more people if we could. This is great. While we have Sharon here just for a few more minutes, we have so many different authors. So what I'm going to do is just bring you, let's just bring you all on. Here we go. How about this? Hey, check it out. Look at all these amazing authors. Give it up for amazing authors. What's up? We got everybody jumping on to the live stream. All right, we have 10 right now. We're going to bring on the other ones in just a little bit, but everyone say hi to Sharon Lechter, and if you haven't done it yet, grab a screenshot because this is your chance. What up? Everyone point to Sharon. Go. All right, everyone screenshot. So Sharon, here's a bunch of our authors. We have 33 authors. We have 8 of them on screen right now. And we just, everyone give it up for Sharon. Give it up for Sharon Lechter for really highlighting. And I couldn't have thought of anyone. That's a good sentence. I couldn't have thought of. Anyway, I'm going to go with it. I couldn't think of anyone else other than Sharon Lechter to be the perfect individual to write on faith. And I'm so honored. So, in fact, she wrote the foreword in our first book on Desire as well. So I'm so excited about that. Anyone want to say hi to Sharon real quick before we honor her time?
I would love to hear them just say what their thought about faith was in the book, because they each contributed to it. So let's hear a little bit of insights into what they're sharing.
Absolutely. Let's go round robin. We'll start with I wish there was a Robin here. Let's start with Mel Mason.
All right, Sharon, it's so great to meet you and see you. Thank you so much for being here. It's an honor to share the room with you. Eric, thanks for hosting this. Congratulations to all my fellow authors. So excited, our second bestseller. This is so exciting to be a part of this with you. Faith is something that's just, it's so very near and dear to my heart. My parents separated when I was 4 years old, and my first contact with God was standing outside with my friend and her dad when they were getting ready to go for a motorcycle ride. And I had this knowing come over me that we're all brothers and sisters because we come from the same Father. And God has been guiding my life ever since in that moment. And it's just been this beautiful journey of what I call following the breadcrumbs of spirit, just suiting up and showing up and trusting and knowing that everything that I ever went through was always designed to serve and help someone else and always for my highest growth. And that's why I was so excited to write this chapter.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Amazing. Thank you, Mel. You're amazing. Mel, I'm gonna keep you up here for just a couple seconds, but then I'm gonna bring up someone else. But stick around, Mel, okay? Because we're gonna rotate you back in. All right. Let's go over to, well, we gotta no, we're not, no, hold on, no, time out. You're going last because you're gonna bring the energy. So we're gonna go to let's go down to Aaron Lay, ladies and gentlemen. Aaron.
Hey guys,
you know
hi,
who I'm talking about, by the way. You know who I'm talking about, right? All right, there we go. Aaron Lay, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, Aaron.
Sharon, it's so great to see you. And I love the fact that Eric conceived this and put this together. It's absolutely amazing. Faith for me is so powerful. I say take a leap in faith because I love feeling enveloped by faith. And when I had cancer in 1991, faith is what every time the doctor said I die, I kept living because it was my belief. It was such a strong belief, feeling enveloped in faith. And any difficult moment in life, actually even the good moments in life, I keep going, thank you, God. Thank you, God. So faith to me is just so powerful. And the stronger our faith is, the more powerful we become. And it's just such a blessing being here with all of you. And Sharon, I love you, and you know it. I love seeing you. And thank you, Eric, for having me here.
Thank you, Aaron. I love it.
It's awesome.
I've been talking with the mute button on. Thank you so much, Aaron. You're the best. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna roll over to you know what we're gonna do. We're gonna roll down and around. You know what we're doing. Okay, we're gonna go over to Adam Platt, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, thanks Sharon so much for being on, and so exciting. Everything that the work that you do is so impactful. And I remember being on one of Eric's masterminds a few months ago, and you were able to come on and talk to us, and you shared the concept of leaping with faith, that little twist or shift in words, and that was so impactful for me. And I've thought a lot about that, and I actually included a little bit about that in my chapter in the book, and how you shared that with us. And I always think of faith as it's an action word. I think so often we think of faith as, oh, I'm just going to sit here and think about or visualize things and everything's going to happen, but we have to take action. It's like Napoleon Hill teaches us in Think and Grow Rich, that you have to have a plan and then start moving towards that plan with faith that everything is going to work out right, just like Sharon was sharing just a minute ago. And so I just love that. And I always think that faith is such a key, critical factor in taking that leap with faith towards with action towards your goals and your dreams. So I'm just excited to be with all these amazing people and these other authors and be involved in this project. It's so fun and amazing for me. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Adam. Wonderful to have you part of it.
Thank you.
Adam, you rock, man. What's up? All right. We're going to cruise around. I messed up my order here, but we're going to cruise around to Miss Mickey Stewart, which I believe she's coming in from maybe Scotland, or maybe she's been traveling to Canada. Mickey Stewart. I'm not sure if have you met Sharon yet? There you go. Mickey, Sharon.
I haven't, but I have to admit I'm kind of fangirling out here. So just forgive me. I'm such a huge fan. And my son would be, he's working tonight, but he'd be quite chuffed to see me on the call with you. And yeah, thank you so much for putting this together, Eric. This has been such an amazing experience so far. And what faith means to me, it was really interesting writing that chapter, because my sister is kind of like my second pair of ears that I throw ideas over to, and faith is more religious for her, and it's more spiritual for me. And one of the best things that came out of writing that chapter is is the conversations and the bonding that we had while I was writing that. And one of the things that I kind of compare faith to is just that trust. And anyone that's traveled here in the UK will know that we have like these weird switches on the outlets. Like you have to actually turn the switch on. You can plug it in, but like unless you put the switch on, so you can plug your phone in. You think it's charging all night, and you get up in the morning and it's dead because you didn't put the switch on. And faith to me is kind of like that. You have to press the switch, and then you kind of sometimes you have to wait a little bit longer than you want. You know, things don't always happen lickety split the way that we plan or we hope. And it really reminds me to just trust that there's something greater that is coming out of the journey. We might not always understand it. But yeah, it's trusting yourself, trusting in something that's bigger than us. But yeah, one of the most beautiful things is I find that my sister and I are having more continued conversations about this topic that, you know, it wasn't probably one of my favorite topics out of all of the 13 Steps to Riches, and now it is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much. So great to hear from you. I appreciate that. And I love, sometimes you got to plug in, you got to turn on the switch, find that. Sometimes you have to go find the faith, right? We haven't talked about that, but sometimes you have to go find the faith.
Yeah, and sometimes it's faith in other people have enough faith for you as well, and it's such a beautiful topic, and it's just it's a beautiful thing when you have it, because it's when my father-in-law. He's very Scottish, and he would say, "What's meant for you won't pass you by." And when I remember that, I have all the faith in the world from just that simple little phrase, you know. So something that's supposed to come along that you want it to happen and it doesn't, it's because something better is coming along. And so it's amazing how just a little one-liner from an elderly Scottish man can just give you that faith that, it's beautiful.
Well, I love what you said, because it is so true. Faith, sometimes you need to have people around you. So the power of association and faith go hand in hand. When I'm starting with a new mentoring client, I take them through that personal success equation. We got their passion and their talent, and we look at their associations, their actions, and their faith. And usually their self-confidence is lacking, and they don't have the right people around them. And they go hand in hand, because when you have the right people around you, you have a bad day, they lift you up. I think you just referenced that. And so it's really important to know that we all have those days when faith is stretched. And that's when you look up, you open yourself up for faith to pour in, and you surround yourself with people who believe in you.
Yeah, I definitely had that experience when I wrote about my chapter, a brain injury that had me. I thought my husband was going to be the carer for my personal care for the rest of my life. And it was the doctor that healed me, that he said, no, this will do it. This will heal you. And his faith in not only his ability that he did a great job in the procedure, but just his power of belief, I know really made the difference for me. So I had faith in him, and he had faith in himself, and it just kind of snowballed from there. And I'm very thankful for that.
Thank you.
This is so beautiful. I love it. And wow, having faith is, I love it. And I love the fact that you just mentioned to surround ourselves with people who are supporting you and your faith. And that's huge in my mind. Excellent. Let's bring up a couple more people. Let's see. Look at all these people we have. Well, we got to go, because he's gonna say ladies first. So we have to go with Stacy Ross Cohen, ladies and gentlemen. Bring Stacy up and just unmute yourself. Stacy, I'll unmute you. Give me a second.
I got it.
Okay, you're good.
Hi, it's so good to see you, Eric and John. Really, really good to see you. And Sharon, we actually met on Clubhouse. It was in Dr. Finance's room. I think Eric was actually in the room as well a couple of weeks ago. And I love the work that you do. And I have to tell you, I have no doubt that this will be my favorite chapter of the book.
That's great.
Of all of the books. So a big part of my chapter, and I believe so in the power of faith. I actually start out my chapter talking about my mom. Her name was Faith. And actually, the reason why she was named Faith is because my grandmother almost lost her life on the delivery table. And I have to tell you, the name just fit her, because at the age of 48, my mother had a massive heart attack. And I remember hearing the doctor saying that she would have like maybe 3 months to live. And she lived for 17 years. So wow. I believe that faith worked for her, and it has also translated into my life and starting a business. When I probably had no business to start my business, both my husband and I, when our girls were babies, both decided that we wanted to start a business at the same time. It would have been much smarter to have a regular paycheck. But in any case, we did. And both of our businesses are to this day very successful. And again, it all goes back to faith.
That's fabulous. Thank you for sharing. I love that.
That's so nice. And Stacy, thank you so much for being here and being with us and being part of this. It's awesome. We're guys, we're really changing people's lives, and it's interesting. You don't really realize that you're changing people's lives, but we really are, including ourselves. And I just love that. Awesome. All right, let's see.
Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. All right, we're going to go to the one and only, the amazing. He knows I'm going to call him. He might tip his hat. We'll see what happens. Brian Shulman, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, Brian?
Hey, guys. So great to be here with you. I'm literally fresh off my 4-hour Global Award-winning live show, Shout Out Saturday. So that is why I'm literally sitting here in my pajamas, because that's what we do. But it's so great to be with you. And Sharon, so glad you could be a part of this book. And it's just an honor to be, with each and every one of you and all 33 plus authors in this incredible series. For me, this second book, because my thing is stringing stories along all 13, and this one with faith and autosuggestion, these two specifically have a very special place in my heart, because the second book, Faith, is literally, for me, I was crying while writing it, and it was a story about how LinkedIn and LinkedIn video literally changed my life. I had never been on video before. It was always my kids. And it was really hard for me to do. And I had to learn everything from the very beginning. And so it has a very special place in my heart, because it takes you through that journey that I have and that I have with all of my LinkedIn fam, and how having faith in that journey and the faith of others and the love and support from others helped me rise with the help of all of them. So I don't want to give too much of it away, but it has a really special place in my heart, and the book to come on autosuggestion as well, because that is literally about the live shows and everyone that is with us in that journey. And again, I won't give too much away, but it's been a truly incredible experience. Again, being with all of you, being a 2-time #1 best-selling author, these are all, I have a lot of accolades to my name, but this was not one that I have had before. And it's extremely humbling. And again, just being able to collaborate with each and every one of you and what Eric has done, bringing us all together. It's a feat to have 33 authors in one book. To have 33 of the same authors across a 13-book series is unheard of. And it's history in the making. And so I know, we're launching a book every other month over the course of 2 years. Things move so quickly, but I think it's so important for us to, thank you. You can pay me later. I think it's so important for us to appreciate the moments, because the moments go by so fast. I think being in a global pandemic, we appreciate moments much differently than we did before that. And I certainly have learned to slow down, having moving so fast, and to appreciate all of these moments. So I appreciate the time with each and every one of you that we have together. And Sharon, I appreciate you taking the time to be a part of this with us, and just shining the light on all of you. I'm so glad I could have a number of you with us on the show this past Wednesday, as well as from the first book. And so it's an incredible experience, and I'm just grateful.
Well,
Thank
thank
you.
you so much. I appreciate that, Brian. It's wonderful to get to know you a little bit. And congratulations on your success.
Thank you.
Brian's amazing. Can't wait to you guys meet in person. And I will I'll tell you a little secret. Shh, don't tell anyone. But Sharon may be coming to San Diego to a actual book signing with all of us, well, a lot of us, coming up over the next month. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be awesome. All right, and that's going to be in Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble loves us, which we love them back. I love what Louisa just said. She said, and I put it on there, so proud of us.
Yes.
Isn't that interesting? Isn't that a beautiful way to say it? And you know what? I don't think a lot of people actually say that. I don't say that. I don't say that to my. I don't say that. That's not a normal thing to say. I say it on occasion. I'm so proud of myself, right? Or I'm so proud of us. But we should say that more often. I love that. Thank you, Louisa. And Louisa brings up another good point, which she didn't tell me this. I just noticed it. So, Adam, I'm going to go ahead and just remove you from the feed in just a second, just to let other people on, because I removed you earlier and you came back in, which is awesome, because I know you're like, no, I don't want to go. Here, more tacos? What's going on? Where's the party? I love that. But if you've already spoken, I may bring you off and then let some other people come on, because StreamYard only allows us about 10 or 12 per, even to be in the green room. So I appreciate that. Mel, same thing for you as well.
Eric, I'm going to make it easy for you.
I do want to let Louisa.
I'm going to pop out because I haven't slept for a while. So have an incredible rest of the time, and to each and every one of you coming on, fellow authors, so much love to each and every one of you.
Rock and roll, Brian. See you soon. So I'm going to go ahead and ask Mel to do the same, because Mel, I noticed you came back on. I'll just text you and let you know when you can come back on. Cool. So this is awesome. And wow, I mean, Sharon, thank you for spending this much time with us as well. I'm just going to keep on going until you like ring a bell or something. So next up is, let's go with the amazing Teresa Cundiff, ladies and gentlemen. Teresa, what's up? Talk to us.
Hey, how's everybody doing? It's so great to see you all here, Sharon. Thank you for taking the time to spend with us during our special time launching this book. Thanks so much for contributing to it as well. It means so much to all of us who are part of this book and this series. So thank you so much. In this chapter, my faith is everything to me. It's not something that you do. For those of us who are women of faith and men of faith, it's who we are. I write about my faith and across all the chapters because it's just who I am. I talk about our years as a military family moving around because God is bigger than the government of the United States of America. And so we always had faith that we were supposed to be where we were and live where we were supposed to live and have our neighbors, and the boys were always in the school they were supposed to go to. And so I never fretted over stuff like that because it would be so easy to just get in the weeds with all of that. My husband was also a military brat, as was I, and he would go with his dad frequently on what would be an advanced mission, I guess, to secure housing for their family. So my husband sort of knew the ropes on all of those sorts of things. And many women would often say that was the true test of faith, letting my husband go ahead and advance and secure our housing. But as if my husband couldn't pick a house for us to live in, I'm not sure. But, he had to live there too. So, but I never stressed out about those kinds of things. And I always knew we were always where we were supposed to be. And the first thing we always did in our new town was find our church. And from there, we could always find everything else, because it was like, where do you take your car to get it fixed? Who does your hair? What doctor do you go to if we weren't seeing a doctor on post or whatever? So, and even if we just lived somewhere for 2 years, which often was the case, everything was always simplified for us in that space, because we always just had faith. It's not what we did or what we practiced. It was just a way of life for us. And in my chapters in the books, I always try to make it about the reader. And so I asked the reader in my chapter, what do you believe in? And that's how I approached my chapter in this book on faith. So
Well,
I'm
Teresa,
Teresa. Thanks for letting me have some time to chat.
thank you, Teresa. It's wonderful. Glad to hear that. I was a military brat as well. So, but that's great. I love it. And life happens for us, not to us, and we have the opportunity to elevate and make the most of what's happening in our lives. So it sounds like that's what you do all the time. That's a great story to hear. And I think what we've heard so far is proof positive when I talk about when you look at a subject from multiple angles and multiple people's opinions, the reader will be blessed because they'll find stories that apply to them and others that may not. And so that gives you that depth of knowledge and opportunity for people to find something that can help elevate them to the next level.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love it. And Dan Clark, our dear friend Dan, just said congrats to everyone. Dan, if you want to jump on, you've got the link, and I can send it to you again if you'd like. Go ahead, and I'll kick somebody off to give you some room, Dan. Excellent. Let's go around. Well, we have to. Well, wait a minute. Hold on. I think I'm going to unmute her. She's already unmuted. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only, the amazing Dory on Purpose Ray. What's up?
Hey!
Hi, Dory.
Wow, let me tell you something. You guys are witnessing my moment. You are literally witnessing my moment. One of my favorite songs from Annie, Opportunity. And she says, I'm not afraid of 1,000 eyes as long as it's above 500 smiles. And you guys make me so happy. You talk about faith. First of all, Mr. Eric Swanson, you know you're my hero. So we're just going to go ahead and get that out the way.
Go
Miss
on.
Sharon Lecter,
Go on.
no, that's enough, Eric.
Go on.
Eric, I can't believe I'm sitting next to Miss Sharon Lecter in class. Like, you talk about dreams coming true. Like, she's right there next to me. Like, she's looking at me. I'm looking at her. This is my moment, guys. Miss Lecter, my chapter on faith is a continuation. And like Brian, I'm writing my book continually throughout. Oh my God, it's me, Miss Sharon Lecter on the screen. You are, oh my God. Let me stop acting like a fan, but I am, okay? It's just what it is. You have helped me through 20 years of depression. That is what the platform of my life and my mission and my purpose has been based on. God has used that so-called situation to fortify me to be a force for good for so many women and men who don't know how to deal with mental illness. And this book has just given me another opportunity to tell my story, which I think is where most people will release their pain, through telling their story. Because I believe when you change the position from which you tell your story, you change the perspective and you change the energy of the story, and it becomes a testimony. So I thank you for always teaching us how to do that. I'm super hyped. Like, I want to sing, but I won't because I know they're going to talk about me. But I'm so excited, Ms. Lecter.
Dory, what a beautiful message. Thank you so much. I can't wait to read your chapter.
Thank you.
It's a delight to meet you, and I'm honored to have the opportunity to listen and hear from you as well.
What a moment.
Dory, you're not gonna sing to Sharon Lecter? Come on.
All right, y'all made me do it.
Oh, here we go.
Somebody take a picture for her.
Yes.
Miss Lecter.
Everyone smile. Ready, go.
You're better than all the rest. I don't play the guitar. I use it as a drum. All right.
Oh,
thank you so much. I appreciate
love
you
it.
guys. Being in this community has changed my life. I love you guys for what you're doing, Mr. Eric Swanson. It's obvious that God has his hand on your life. The work you do is life-changing. I'm just so glad to be hooked up with you all in this post-pandemic or whatever season. You know, this thing was supposed to be bad, and it's been so good. And I just thank God for that.
Thank you, Dory. What a beautiful message. I'm so delighted. I look forward to the opportunity to be with you in the same room, not just the same screen. All right.
Oh, it's done. I've already put it on the dream board, so it's a done deal. I have the faith to believe.
I'm going to add a couple more people to the screen because, I mean, Aaron, you want to just? I'm going to unmute you. I got you. Aaron, what do you think about Dory? I mean, it's amazing, right?
I love your energy. Every time Dory's in the room, it just lights everything up. You're just a force of just beautiful energy, beautiful smile, beautiful everything. And the fact that Sharon helped you through 20 years, and there's no such thing as coincidence. Like
no such thing
as coincidence. Like you guys are here together for a reason. And if Sharon's going to be in Barnes and Nobles in a month, maybe you got to go there too.
Flying to the West Coast because I live in Philadelphia. You guys are gonna make me move back to California.
I'll tell you what.
In that chapter, I talked about moving to the West Coast, running from depression, and how it was waiting for me at the Pacific Ocean. But that's a whole nother story. But I'm coming back just to see you guys.
I'll tell you what, Dory, let's do this. We'll give you guys the date once it's solidified. And I think it's solidified already, but I'm going to figure it out tomorrow. No, on Monday, I'll solidify the date. And it's going to be out here in California at a beautiful, one of the biggest Barnes & Nobles that they have in the U.S. right now. But here's what I would challenge you to do, Dory. I want you to be my awesome warrior, my Habitude warrior in Philadelphia. I want you to go down to 18th and Walnut. No, 20th and Walnut. I think it's 20th and Walnut. And I want you to go to that particular store. I believe it's a Barnes & Noble. It could be something else. It's been there forever. It might be a Brentano's. I don't know. It's amazing. It's where I actually picked up a lot of Sharon's books without even knowing who Sharon was yet years and years ago. So I challenge you to go in there, bring a copy of our book and set it up with John and myself, and we will go ahead and set up a book signing there as well in a couple months. All right?
I got you.
You accept the challenge?
To do it, it's done. Thank you so much.
Yes. All right. Give it up for Dory on Purpose. Ray, ladies and gentlemen, super excited for you to be here.
Dory.
We're going to bring on John Kovach. John, how are you, buddy?
Doing amazing. I am just filled with the emotional love and appreciation and gratitude for everyone's stories. I had one of the coolest experiences while writing this chapter, because not only did I have to contribute and write my own chapter, and I didn't have to, I wanted to, I also had the opportunity to sift through, to read line for line, word for word, all of your chapters. And I mean it with every part of my soul and being, that from Sharon all the way down, and I'm going from alphabetical order to Yuri Choi because she's the last person on our alphabetical list. But from Sharon to the end, you guys have truly magnified, have enhanced and stretched my faith in so many incredible ways. And I'm just so filled with love and gratitude for that. I was actually terrified to write this chapter because I do feel like I wear, my faith, my heart, my love, and my beliefs on my sleeve. But having written the chapters that we just wrote, I felt like I wasn't going to do faith a service. And then after reading through everyone else's chapters, I was reassured so many times that the faith that I put out there was the faith that was necessary for me and for others at the time. And that's how I knew that if it was changing my life, it's going to change so many other people's. This project has been just one of the most amazing life-changing experiences for myself. And I know that I can't be the only one. There's 33 plus of us as well as those who have donated their time to contribute to this. So I just honor you and thank you so much, Sharon, for being a part of this and just being on one of the same pages as you is in my book forever one of the greatest things I'll be grateful for. So thank you, Eric, for setting this up and for bringing to fruition the vision that you had so many years ago. So thank you.
Well, thank you, John. You always light up every room. Your smile enters the room before you, and it lights up the whole room. So I'm always love to be around you. Thank you so much.
Wow. Amazing, John. Thank you for sharing that. It's amazing. John, whenever you walk into a room and Sharon's in the room, I always watch Sharon's beautiful face, and I always see her smile. And that says a lot. So you definitely touch her heart and a lot of people's hearts out in the world, my friend. Awesome. So let's bring on Maris and Ken. Maris Siegel and Ken Ashby, ladies and gentlemen. You are unmuted now, Maris. How are you?
Hello, and I'm gonna say Ken's driving.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we've been on this amazing journey over the last month, our Gratitude Abundance Tour, and it's been incredible.
Yes, it started at Barnes & Noble in San Diego, and it's going to end in Secret Knock.
We're giving you a fist bump right there to Ken.
So honestly, so it's interesting, this chapter, Sharon. I can't tell you how grateful I am that this chapter was with you. I've been tracking you a long time. My mom actually was a clinical social worker and introduced me to your work years ago. She's long since passed, but I've really been watching and connecting, and especially the Think and Grow Rich for Women has been so empowering. And this chapter for us has been interesting because I'm married to a Baptist guy, nice Jewish girl, and we were married by the chief of the Chickahominy tribe. So for us, faith is less about the religious side than it's really been about the spiritual connection of kind of this divinity within each of us, and that we really get to have faith and trust that we are where we are when we're meant to be there. And I think I've learned some of that from you and being so present in your work and so connected to the people that you serve. And I'm just thrilled to be in your circle, and Eric, especially you too. And thank you both. And we get to continue to be in service. And how do we get to do that? But to surround ourselves with people who can support our doing that, and to be on a big stage to be able to just touch lives and make an impact. So I'm with you on that, and I really appreciate your love and generosity.
Well, thank you so much, Maris and Ken. That's fantastic. I'm a little taller, I think. Thank you so much. Wonderful to get to know you. And I can't wait to read your chapter.
Oh, I look forward to your feedback on it, and I hope to have an opportunity to work with you.
Look forward to it.
I think I'm muted. Thank you so much, Maris. You rock. Tell Ken I said hi, and be careful driving.
Drive carefully.
So before I bring on my next guest, I just want to mention something. This is kind of cool. Very cool, actually. You know, interesting enough, and I'm going to watch the green room while I say this. Interesting enough, this was, I called Sharon. I said, hey, Sharon, do you mind, we're going to honor, we just hit, this is book 1, but book 2, which I don't actually have the physical copy. I'll share it with you in a second on the on the screen. But book 2 just came out featuring you, Sharon. So we'd love to just, how about you and I come on and we'll do a little StreamYard, to the world and congratulate all the authors coming in. And guess what's happening? Everyone's coming in and going, oh my God, I love Sharon. I love it. And that's a testament to you, Sharon, because you bring out the best in so many people in the world. I mean, the whole world, really. And I really, I appreciate you, and I love you. And I this is perfect. This is so. It's such a treat for all the authors to really share their space with you and have you share your space with them. And I believe that they all had faith that they would do that as well. So I appreciate you, Sharon. I really do. I love that.
Thank you, Eric. I so appreciate you. You always take great care of me, and I appreciate anytime you ask, I'll show up if I can. So.
Aw, I love it. All right. Now we're going to transition to our Spanish audience, the Spanish viewers, and everything's going to be in Spanish from now on. So, pues, gracias, Sharon, para este libro es muy magnífico. Y nosotros tenemos a Amado Hernández. Hermano Amado, permiso. Hola, ¿qué tal?
I can't believe that I'm right here next to Sharon Lechter. I mean, I have read most of her books, but one of the books that I always been fascinated, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and her contributions. And I mean, I am deeply, deeply touched. But, one of the things that I want to give kudos to Eric Swanson, because I met Eric at a time when just things just doesn't work, like 3 feet away from the goal, and he reassured me with conviction, looking at my eye, say that everything is going to be okay, but whatever reaction you have to the action that has already taken place will determine if you're going to go up and how high up or down. And I want to be very, very brief because I want to give other people an opportunity. But just being next to Sharon, I've taken a lot of photos, and if you don't mind, I want to take one more because I'm going to run with this. But to me, being here in front of you and in your presence, just sensing your energy, it's a game changer because I come from a very humble background, like humble, like, and I remember growing up in the whole town where we live, there was just one phone for the whole town. There was 4 televisions in the whole town, and very few people had radios, believe it or not. And I told my mother that I would like to have a radio. I'm 5, 6, 7 years old. And my mother never told me that we didn't have the money, we didn't have the funds. She never told me that. She said, son, I'm going to, sew, I don't even know how you call it, like a carpet, because I don't want the radio to get scratched. And when I finish it, then I'll buy you the radio. But all that time, my mother was making time and giving herself time so that we can have enough money. And one day, she bought the radio for me. And then later on as an adult, I understood when Eric was sharing with me about preparing, about having the vision, about not, being negative towards something that, literally an economic cycle that happened in my, I'm in the real estate, and it was really, really bad, 2008 to 2012. And to me, that's why when he asks for something, I'm honored because he talks the talk and walks the walk. And I just want to say very brief that, faith to me is like the navigational system. You program an address and then, it doesn't talk to you continually, but right when you're about to hit the intersection, it tells you you're going to have to make a left in 300 feet, 200 feet. And then what happens? You pass it for whatever reason, and then it starts talking to you. Now you got to make a U-turn and go back. And that voice is very, very powerful. And ultimately, even though you might have missed the street or whatever, but you wind up in that destination. And Sharon, listening to you, you're like the navigational system that you say, even though you mess up, even though things didn't work out, just turn around, go back, as the Bible says, repent. And, you say all things are possible for those that believe, that have that faith. And from a very humble spirit, I just want to say thank you. May God bless you and keep you, and may his face continue to shine upon you. From my heart to yours, thank you. And Eric, thank you for exposing us to all these phenomenal people that at one time it was just a dream. Thank you so, so much. Ahora lo voy a decir en español. Sharon, muchísimas gracias por ser parte de algo, de una visión de fe, el señor Eric Swanson. Y yo le doy la oportunidad a Eric, de ser parte de nuestro grupo. I just thank you and Eric because Eric has visited basically most of our market is the Latino community. And I would love to have, the 13 Steps to Riches in Spanish. And, Sharon, it would be amazing to have you impact some of our Latin women because you're making changes. You're a game changer, and I want to thank you. And I also want to thank John because he has helped me in writing and structuring my thoughts, my thinking, and organizing my thoughts in a way to be a lot more productive than I'm used to. All of you guys are awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Amado. I really appreciate it. Just you are your heart fills the screen in the room. So thank you. I really appreciate all of your beautiful comments, and know that we're here to support. And I would love to support the Latino community. Yeah. I'll even brush up on my Spanish.
I like that.
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, guys, we're coming to about 60 minutes in, and we want to respect obviously Sharon's time and everyone else. Sharon, you're welcome to stick around as long as you like. I'm going to continue bringing on a few more people just so that we rotate everyone in. We have 33 authors. I know all of them are not here, but I do want to have them get a chance to come up here. Amado, gracias por todo. Tell Adriana I said, what up?
On your behalf, on your behalf.
And Amado will let you know about the book signings that we're doing. Ironically, Barnes & Noble is just calling me right now, but I'll call them afterwards and I'll get you guys the date.
Please.
In October or November coming up here. All right.
And thank you for your contributions to our culture and to everyone, but above all to me, because I met you, and it's not a coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences. At a time where I really, really needed a friend, and you were there for me, and I honor you for that from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate you, man. That's awesome. Thank you, Amado. Gracias. Talk to you in a little bit. Miss Sharon Lechter, we have just a couple more people that want to jump on to say hi to you. And then, of course, I keep on saying I want to respect your time. So please just ring the bell whenever you need to. I do want to bring on Fatima.
You did ask me to come on for 10 minutes.
Yes, so. I know. I did. But hey, it's the Honor Sharon show, and I love it. Fatima, do you want to say hi to Miss Sharon Lechter?
Sharon, I just want to say that you are such an inspiration, such a powerhouse. When I grow up, I want to be just like you. And right now, I'm currently reading this. And you know what? I got to say that as I'm reading the book, I want to say thank you to Eric because I got to meet you through our masterminds. I learned so much from you as well. And listening to your voice, as I'm reading this book, I'm actually hearing you speak to me. Mm-hmm. So just know that it's so inspiring. Again, I just want to say thank you for everything that you've done, for being that inspiration. Thank you for being that light. So I also want to take a moment and say thank you to Eric, because if it wasn't for Eric, I wouldn't be here. My faith led me to Eric Swanson. Mm-hmm. I met him on Clubhouse. I was at a point in my life where I was at a crossroad. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I know where I wasn't really happy. I joined Clubhouse. And that's a story in itself, but I ended up coming into Eric's room and led me to actually becoming part of his team, learning so much, and just being very grateful for that opportunity. I just want to say that for me, faith really, really went to another level back in 2008. And hopefully you'll read my story. But for me, it was when I dropped to my knees and I had put my hands up and I said, okay, God, take it from here. What do I do? Just lead me. And giving him that wheel and allowing him to be the one guiding me and showing me the way has proven to be the only way. So for me, that's what faith is. To this day, if I'm driven to if I'm driven to do something, I know it's through him and I know it leads to great things. And this is again, for me, this is a validation being here and speaking to you and Eric and being part of this amazing, epic opportunity and an author with all these amazing people. I'm really looking forward to meeting you in the next book signing, because on the last one, I was able to meet my co-authors and I seriously am in love with everybody. I love you already, but I cannot wait to meet you. So yes, I just want to say thank you guys. Thank you so much for this. Eric, Sharon, you guys are all amazing. So that was my share.
That's beautiful. So beautiful. And I think I muted Sharon by accident. I just unmuted you. You're fine.
Thank you so much. What a beautiful message. And I want to just point out, this is not just Love Sharon show. This is a Love Eric show, because this is a tremendous amount of energy and effort that Eric needs to put together to make this happen, because this is a mammoth project.
Yes.
Doing one book with 33 authors within a year is a huge project. Doing 13 books with 33 authors is amazing. I think it's something that he always does it with enthusiasm and with a giant heart and only superseded by a smile. So.
Aw. Thank you.
I agree. Eric, thank you so much for your beautiful vision. Because of you, our stories are going to get out. And I'm hoping that, well, for me, I'm hoping it inspires everyone else as you guys have inspired me. So thank you so much, Eric, for your vision. And Sharon, thank you for always being an inspiration.
Thank you so much. I can't wait to see you in person.
Thank you so much, Fatima. We'll see you soon. You rock. That was very, very sweet of you to say all of that. Thank you very much. And it is really all about, I believe it's all about changing people's lives around us. And in turn, you're going to change your life as well. Not in turn, but as well. So it's always about that. No drama, serve others. I actually have a little, whatever this is called. What is this called? Embroidered thing, something like that. And it says, no drama, serve others. And it's all about that. It's all about helping other people. And the world's going to go around in such a great way that way. So let's bring on just a couple more quick people. Actually, it looks like we are, I brought on pretty much everyone. Excellent. I love it. And I love what John had just mentioned. He says, I bought 10 copies of Exit Rich. I love that. Love it. Love it. They said Exit Rich was one of the best business books ever written. Fantastic. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. And thank you, Dory, for saying, I'm the man. What's up? It's a party. Woohoo. It's also the Eric party. All right. It's really not. Look, guys, it's not the Sharon party. It's not the Eric party. It's the congratulations to you all for being a #1 bestseller again. And, I was sitting down with an amazing mind of our time. And his name is Dr. Dennis Waitley. And I was sitting down with him, having lunch with him one day. And I gave him the book. He's in the first book, right? This one right here, actually. Boom. And I was at his house, and he says, Eric, this book series, what you've done. He actually sat me down in his chair. He says, Eric, sit down here. And I said, Dennis, Dr. Waitley, this is your chair. He's like, no, I want you to sit down. He sat down in his chair where he does all of his writings. And it's amazing. New Psychology of Selling, the Psychology of Winning. Psychology of Winning, excuse me. Psychology of Selling is my other mentor, Brian Tracy. But Dennis Waitley sat me down, and he put his hand on my shoulder here. And he said, Eric, this has the potential to be as big as Chicken Soup for the Soul, because this really is, it's time tested. It's time tested in regard to, Napoleon Hill writing it in 1937 and bringing it to the modern era. And I love that. I love that about what we're doing. And like they say, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with a team that supports. Now, some people will jump off the ride, and that's fine. That's what is supposed to happen. But you'll soon find that the people who are supposed to be in your life are in your life for a reason. So I really appreciate that. Again, I want to honor, thank you, Sharon, for stopping by for 10 minutes. I appreciate that. I'll see you Monday.
Yes, Mike's been hanging out at the door going, are you still on that? So
please tell Mike we said
I really appreciate all of you, and I'm so thrilled. I can't wait to see everybody's contributions. And I also look forward to whenever the book signing is. Hopefully it will be something that I can use. Thank you all.
Guys, give it up for Sharon. Give it up for her joining our 13 Steps to Riches. Amazing. And she's clear. Okay. So, where'd she go? See you later, Sharon. Thank you for stopping by for the 10 minutes that turned into an hour and 10 minutes. I really love you. You're amazing. And I'll see you Monday night. Okay. So, guys, we are coming down to, we want to make sure that you guys mute when you come on, please. I'm muting you now, so don't worry about it. But yeah, whenever you come on, please make sure it's muted. Okay, great. So John, what's up, buddy? What's going on? What's next on this agenda? What's happening?
Again, and I was only quoting what Sharon had said. She said it's also an Eric party, but it's also an us party in the words of Louisa earlier. So proud of us. Congratulations to everyone. And by the way, Eric said this the other day. I don't know if you guys realized, but we were almost an instant national #1 bestseller. Within 33 minutes, we were already on the leaderboard. And that's just a testament to the words that you all put together. I always think about the English language, and out of 33 plus authors, with all a very, very similar high vibration of frequency, thinking very, very similar on the principles of Think and Grow Rich. Not one single chapter was written exactly the same. And we're able to gather so many words of creativity from the English language and expand in depth the knowledge and appreciation and gratitude and principles and value of faith, of desire. And soon, I just got all your chapters auto suggestion. I am like blown out of my mind of how many of these amazing books with these amazing people that we get to write to change the world. And I just want to pump us up for that, because it is fantastic being with all of you. We should all get up and just,
put some pants on. Sit down.
Yeah, sorry. Hey.
It's an us party. It's an us party.
It is so awesome to be with you all and to see like Maris, who's driving across the country on their abundance tour, to see Mickey come in. It's probably like 2 a.m. in Scotland, wherever she's at in the world. But it's just so amazing that we brought such a unique, diverse group together. There you go.
What up? Yeah, baby. Look at this. Amazing, man. You're on fire, brother. You're on fire. Where's Dory? I thought you were coming back, Dory. By the way, we have more seats on the stage if you guys want to jump in. Dory, I don't see you in the greenhouse yet. Greenhouse, you know what I mean? Come on in if you want to. And John, back to you, sir.
I was just going to say, for those of you watching the live show that are authors that haven't gotten in the green room yet, try again. I'm talking to Frank Money Talk and Mr. Corey and a few others who've been sitting on the waiting list.
Let's do some shout-outs, by the way.
Jump in.
I'm going to do some shout-outs. How about Yuri Choi, Robin Scott, Shannon Whittington, Saraya Vasanji. Good to see you guys. Olga Gadang, congratulations. Let's do some shout-outs for all of the authors in our series. Michelle Cameron Culture and Alan Culture, by the way. Blessings to you, Michelle, and your family. Let's see, who else do we want to give shout outs to? Of course, Collier Landry, Barry Bevier. We've got Candace and David Rose. We got Bryce McKinley out of Dallas, Texas. What's up? Who else do we want to give some shout out to? Let's give some love to Dr. Anthony, Dr. Finance Crenity. What's up? Let's see. We got, of course, Dr. Dennis Waitley, who was in our first one. Congratulations on that. Thank you. Natalie Susie. We got to give some love to let's see, Vera Thomas. That's right. And Paul. Let's see, Paul Capozio, as well as Paul Andres. And I think we have one or two more. Let's see, Corey Poirier. We already just mentioned you. Deb Scott, what's up? Elaine Sugamora, what's happening? Elizabeth Ann Walker, what's up? Congratulations. And that's my job. And I'm complete, ladies and gentlemen. Rock and roll. Woohoo! Put your pants back on. Let's get partying. What up? All right, let's finish this up, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody else jumping in? Oh, we got Dory back. What up?
She's dancing outside with her.
Hey! She's just grabbing people off the street. I don't know who that is. John, what you got?
That's my dad, guys.
Hi, Dad.
I take care of my dad. He's 81. He has dementia, but he's beautiful.
Yay, Dad.
That's
What's
my
up?
grandson.
What's up? Oh, let's not forget about Griselda. Griselda, thank you. For
Griselda Miata.
It was hard to read this little tiny print. All right, John, take us out of here.
I just wanted to know, like, in closing, what did you guys do to celebrate your #1 bestseller? Like, we're here together. We're here today. But what have you done? I know that Erin went out to drinks with her lady friends and they had a great time. What did you guys do to be #1 bestsellers? Let's close
as
out.
well. Just kidding.
There we go. There we go.
What did you do? Erin, tell us what you did. Already got it.
I went out to this steak and sushi place, and I had mojitos, and I had a great time with my friends.
Awesome!
Yeah.
Hey, Mickey, snap your fingers. Mickey, snap it. Okay, bye, Erin. Okay, Mickey, what'd you do?
I went out last night with my husband and son because I haven't seen them for a month because I've been in Canada helping take care of my mom. And so it was my son's 17th birthday this week as well. So we had a dual celebration last night.
Nice. That's awesome. Stacy, point in any direction. No, Stacy, point in any direction. Boom, she's out of here. Oops, wrong one. Boom, she's out of here. Okay, Stacy, what'd you do?
I love you guys. Oh my God. I am celebrating tonight. And this
What are you gonna do? Steak? Cigars? What's going on?
No, I'm actually out at the beach. I'm in New York and it is a gorgeous weekend and I'm out with friends and we're gonna go out soon and just like have a beautiful dinner. Amazing drinks.
Awesome. Fire it up. That's awesome. Fatima, go like this with your glasses. Boom. Boom. She's out of here. Fatima, what'd you do? What are you going to do?
I'm celebrating today. So,
what?
Yeah. But you know what I did do was I went on social media and I blasted it to everyone. Such great feedback. So I am really happy that people are excited about this book. So,
that's awesome.
And I'm still doing that. That's how I'm celebrating.
I love it. John, cough once. Boom, she's out of here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, rock and roll. And then there were 3. Teresa, what the heck are you going to do to celebrate?
Well, I was at an all-day women's event yesterday, which was brilliant because, in-person things with great, awesome people. So that was good. So that was celebratory in a way. So not necessarily specific towards the book, but I did have a nice dinner out with my husband last night. So that was outstanding. So,
that's awesome.
Every day is a celebration of something. So
that's awesome. Hey, John, what's your favorite initials?
What are my
TC?
TC. That's so weird. Boom. She's out of here. That's awesome.
Teresa.
And John, you get the last word. Go. Oop, wrong one.
We love you all.
That's a pretty good words there. You go. And he's out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your help and your awesomeness. If you have not purchased the book, which is called The 13 Steps to Riches, that's all you need to know right there. This is volume 1. Boom, volume 1 on Desire, featuring Dr. Dennis Waitley. He's amazing. And you will read 33 top amazing authors. Maybe I can do it this way. There you go. Their stories, their triumphs, their amazingness, their conqueringness. You know what I mean. It's in here. It's all on Desire. That's book 1. If you want to get book 2, which just came out yesterday, I think it was, or day before, we just launched September 16th, I think it was. What we're doing, guys, is we launch a new book, new volume of the book. This is volume 1, Desire, which is based on the 13 Steps to Riches. So Desire is number 1, Faith is number 2, Auto-suggestion is number 3. Number 4 is organized planning, I believe. Nope, specialized knowledge, excuse me. And then we go to imagination, and then we go to organized planning. Then we go to decision. Then we're going to go to persistence with Alex Stern. So each of our celebrity authors are writing 1 chapter in each of the books. Okay, 1 chapter per celebrity author per book. You know what I mean? So get your copies, get them all lined up. Boom. There's going to be a whole library set up right here or right over here for you. And I highly recommend going to grab the book. In fact, I'm going to put it in the feed right now if I can find it. We got a lot of love going on, though. There's some more love, and I'm going to find it right here. Boom. There it is. It's The 13 Steps to Riches. www.the13stepstoriches.com. If it makes more sense, there you go. Click on that, go there. I know my team is going to populate that in the feed somewhere. Please do that right now if you could. That'd be awesome. And I'm going to share with you what the book looks like. Boom. Here we go. And the actual book 2, features the one and only Sharon Lechter. And it's going to, this is the cover, if you could see that. Let me pull this off of the screen. There you go. The 13 Steps to Riches. It's on Faith. There's 33 authors that are contributing authors with 13 amazing celebrity authors. And let me see if I can just share the screen. There we go. There, I'm off of the screen now. This is kind of cool. I like it. All right, guys, that's our show. you are the best. Take care. Have a great day. Woohoo. I see some woohoo comments too. All right. And somebody's pants check again. Boom. We got a you rock. I'm just going to go through the last comments here. We got a you rock Eric. Oh, thank you. We got a Louisa. Yeah, Louisa didn't show up. I'm so sorry, Louisa. I wish you would have shown up. So sorry about that. Mickey Stewart, appreciate you. Awesome. Anna can't wait. She's amazing. Anna's part of our team. She's one of our members of the mastermind. By the way, if you guys are if you want to check out our mastermind, I will put in a feed in here, and it's simply go to ridealongguestpass.com and surround yourself with top celebrities, top authors, top amazing individuals. If you haven't done that yet, you may want to, and remind us that you were referred by me, so that if you join, I'll tell you what, it's normally a $20,000 per year, but I'll give you some money back. I went to the cash register I called my bank a cash register. Isn't that funny? That's kind of funny. Anyway, I went to the bank and took out $100 bills to give back to you. So I got a stack of them right here. By the way, that's called the stack theory. If you're not familiar with the stack theory, I'll teach it to you next time. But the point is this. If you want to check this out, it's a $20,000 buy-in for the whole year for you to be a member of our mastermind called the Habitude Warrior Mastermind, and it's amazing. But what I'll do is this: if you check out the Ride Along Guest Pass and tell us that I sent you, and tell the team that, you'll get one free pass to go and check us out for one of our sessions, and I will probably give you a huge percent off if you join us, at least 50% off, maybe even more. So that is our show, ladies and gentlemen. Congrats all. Thank you so much, Tim. Appreciate it. Get your copy today. John says, Anna says, yay. Aaron says, the cover is beautiful. I know, it's awesome. And we got lots of love. And I'm just going to leave everyone. Oops. I'm going to say congratulations, everyone, which is right here. Boom. Congratulations to everyone involved. I really appreciate all of you. And Mickey says, great job, Eric and John. Awesome. And huge appreciation for Sharon's time. Absolutely. Thank you so much for saying that. And I'm going to leave you guys with this on the screen right here. Go to 13stepstoriches.com, grab your book today, and that's our show. Take care, guys. Later.